Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Trade, Tourism and Investment. Will the Minister please update the House on how the Morrison government is building export opportunities and creating jobs, which is of critical importance as we continue our recovery from the COVID-19 recession?
The Minister for Trade, Tourism and Investment.
Thanks, Mr Speaker, and can I thank the member for Moncrieff for her question and also for her hospitality last week when I went to the Gold Coast and did various forums with her and Minister Andrews and Minister Roberts and got some very good feedback, not only about our tourism sector but also about what great exporters there are on the Gold Coast. And one of the things which really stayed with me was that sense of community that's still there on the Gold Coast and how everyone's working together to deal with the pandemic and to come out of the pandemic. Mr Speaker, we are working day and night to make sure we are creating opportunities for our exporters. Since we came to government, 8 free trade agreements have been finalised, including with Japan, South Korea and China. And the reason we're doing this, is because trade creates jobs. 1 in 5 jobs in Australia are a result of trade, 1 in 4 in regional Australia, and we will keep creating opportunities. And that's why we're pursuing free trade agreements with the United Kingdom and with the European Union. Already, through what we've done through our free trade agreements, we have preferential access now to 2.7 billion consumers. Preferential access to 2.7 billion consumers. That means our exporters are getting an advantage when they're trading with all those consumers. And if we can finalise agreements with the UK and with the EU, that will create preferential access to another 515 million consumers, leading to more jobs, more businesses, more jobs, more exports. But we're not just resting on our laurels there. We've also announced that we're going to be undertaking scoping studies to Israel and also to a group of countries called EFTA. That's Norway, Iceland, Liechtenstein and Switzerland. Scoping studies which will be concluded at the end of the year, at the middle of the year. So if we look and finalise what we're doing with the EU and the UK, we will be able to move on to those countries. Now, why will that be important? Well, Israel is a key destination for many of our exports, and when it comes to the EFTA countries, financial services in particular is a huge opportunity with those countries. Now, the others might scoff, but if you look at our track record compared to yours, Leader of the Opposition, ours stands absolutely second to none compared to yours, because none is when it comes to concluding and finalising free trade agreements on your side. We're about protecting jobs and creating jobs on this side.